Hello everyone, today we are going to cover RAGAnything tool, which is a massive upgrade to your local AI that can read charts and complex maths in your PDFs. It is an all-in-one RAG framework, which means you don't have to duct tape 10 different OCR tools in your system just to read one single document. We'll build a local pipeline that can build a fully knowledge graph for our documents and runs completely on our own machine, so there are no API costs involved. This tool will save you hours analyzing the complex research papers and financial tables right now. So let's dive in. We all know standard AI fail hard when we give a document with the complex maths, equations, or graphical structures. If you upload a 500-page textbook, standard models will simply hallucinate and start losing the context of the entire textbook. But RAGAnything fixes this by turning massive documents into a highly structured, searchable, multi-model knowledge graph. So instead of just reading plain text, it can process and query across the all content modalities like text, images, tables, equations, charts, multimedia, everything. And it does that by having a single integrated framework, so there is no massive overhead of pre-processing at all. We can query any document that contains text, visual diagrams, structure tables, mathematical formulations with a single cohesive interface. So you can use this tool to analyze academic research, technical documentation, financial reports, and enterprise knowledge management, where we have data which is rich and mixed content and also huge in volumes. The key features of this tool is first that it is an end-to-end framework. It handles everything from document ingestion to final user query answer in a single framework. Then it supports every kind of document that you need, let's say PDFs, Office documents, or images. Then it also has specialized content analysis, so it has dedicated tools for images, tables, mathematical equations, and all kind of heterogeneous content types. Then from the given data, it can build knowledge graphs easily, so it extracts all kind of entities like name, places, company names, and automatically discover the relationships between text, images, tables, equations for those entities. Inherently, it uses minor U tool, which can process a document across multimodal contents. If you already have a pre-parsed structure for your document, you can also directly insert it in this tool, so you can skip the document parsing and directly go to the further processing stages. Finally, for the user queries, it can search across the textual and multimodal content, and it can understand all the context between all those images, texts, or equations. So the main stages in this tool is first is the document parsing. So once you give a document, it will parse how many pages it is, what kind of data it has. Then it will do the content analysis and all those images, text, equations, and all kind of different contents. Then it will build a knowledge graph out of it, which will connect context across all those multimedia. And finally, once you give a knowledge query, it can do intelligent retrieval from the contextual knowledge graph that it has built above. Inherently, it uses minor U, which can do high fidelity document structure extraction and semantic preservation, which means it can properly see what all contents are there in the document and also extract meanings from all kind of different media. So no matter how complex layout of your document is, it will be able to extract everything easily. Even if you have LaTeX based mathematical formula in your documents, it can perfectly scrap them, analyze them, and understand the complete math natively. This means whenever you ask a question, the AI will automatically retrieve accurate context from the visual data. So your AI can actually understand the data which others miss. It has different specialized analyzer. So let's say for visual content, there is an analyzer which can integrate any visual model for image analysis. Then basis those visual semantics, it can generate context-aware descriptions, and it can extract relationships between the different structures that are there in your images. Then it's a structured data interpreter, which checks all the tabular and structured data formats. It can implement statistical pattern recognition and again find the different dependencies and semantic relationships between the different tabular data that you have. Then for mathematical expression, there is another parser. It provides native LaTeX format support, so you can seamlessly integrate any academic paper that has these mathematical formulas, and this parser will automatically get the conceptual mappings between the mathematical equation and the knowledge base that you have in the rest of the paper. Next, there is an extensible modality handler as well. So in future, let's say if you add some more content types in your document, it already has a plugin architecture which can dynamically integrate new modality processor easily, so you can directly run the entire pipeline for your specialized use cases. Then if you talk about the knowledge graph index, now how does it build the knowledge graph from all the different multimedia that we are giving? First of all, it will do the entity extraction. So it will check the text and the images, equations, and all the kind of multimedia that you have. It will extract all the entities from it, like any person name, company name, or in a mathematical formula, there could be some variable names, the inputs, outputs. So it will implement inference algorithms that can automatically generate the relationships between all those entities across the multimedia. Then it can make a hierarchical structure from your document. So if you have different information in different sections, it will preserve the entire section architecture in its knowledge graph. Then basis the semantic proximity, which means how close the meaning of different blocks are, and the overall context of your document, it will build the weighted relationship. So it will assign the quantitative scores to all the relationships that it has got in the knowledge graph. So this kind of knowledge graph acts like a perfect memory map, organizing your data so your AI model gives hallucination-free answers. The best part about this system is that you can either use your API keys from ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini, or you can feed in your own local models from Ollama, which runs 100% locally on your hardware. So you can save money and keep your entire sensitive data in your own local machine. We are going to use Ollama as our local model software. So just go to ollama.com, click on download, then basis your platform, you can download the installer and follow the installation steps. For the Python coding environment, I'm going to use anti-gravity. If you don't have it, just go to antigravity.google/download and install the software according to your platform. So for the reasoning engine, I'm going to use the latest model that is released by Google, which is Gamma 4 model. You can search the model in this Ollama tab. Just go to search bar and type Gamma 4. So this model is designed for reasoning, agentic workflows, coding, and multimodal understanding. So in our document, as we'll have multimodal media, I'm going to use this model for our reasoning engine. You can select the parameter version according to your hardware. So as a rule of thumb, if you have 4 GB graphic card, you can go for the 4 billion parameter model. For demo purpose, I'm going to use the tiniest model, which is Gamma 4E2B. Just scroll down below and select Gamma 4E2B. Then copy this query and then we will paste it in the anti-gravity terminal. Then once we convert all the multimodal media to a text format, we need to convert them to vector embedding so the AI models can understand it. So to do that conversion, we need embedding models, which just converts a text to a vector embedding. You can think of vector embedding as just numerical numbers basis your text data, which any AI model will be able to understand and develop semantic relationships between different text data. For generating the embeddings, I'm going to use the nomic model. Just search nomic embed here and you will get this nomic embed text. So this is an open embedding model with a large context window because our models can have very large content. So we need some large context model to process the document smoothly. So again, just copy this query and we'll paste all of them together in anti-gravity. Next, for the vision model, I'm going to use a Qwen model, which is Qwen 3VL. Because our document can have image related data, so I'm going to use a vision model as well. So this is a vision based model in the Qwen family. Again, it has different parameter size models. So basis your hardware, you can select the variant. So now I am in anti-gravity. I have set up my project in this RAGAnything folder. All these code files I will be giving in a GitHub repo link, which will be in the description and pinned comments below. So you can directly copy them and get started. To install all the Ollama models, I'm going to paste all the queries here. First is Ollama run Gamma 4E2B, then is the Qwen 3 model, and then is the nomic embed text model. So just paste them here and press enter, and this will install all the local models that we are going to need. Next, for the technical stack of our project, I'm going to use RAGAnything that I have just shown. Then for indexing the document, RAGAnything inherently uses a light RAG library, which is a graphical based RAG tool which can generate knowledge graphs easily from any document. Next, for parsing the document and the different multimedia, I'm going to use MinerU. And for local LLM models, I'm going to use Ollama. For reasoning model, I'm going to use Gamma 4. For images and chart understanding, we are going to use Qwen 3VL. And for converting the text to vectors and doing the vector search, we are going to use a nomic embed text model. Now this is the Python code that we are going to use to build our document parser. First we will install all the required libraries. Then we are going to set up the Ollama URL, which is a localhost URL for running the local models. In API key, you can just provide Ollama because we are not going to use any external APIs. Our chat model will be Gamma 4, the vision model will be Qwen 3, and the embedding model will be nomic embed text. The embedding dimensions for vectors we are keeping as 768, which just means the size of the vector would be 768 numbers long. Then to get any response from any LLM, we are going to build this function, which is LLM model function. It will take the chat model that we have defined, which is Gamma 4, then the prompt that we are giving as the user query. If we are giving any system prompt to this function call, it will take that system prompt as well. You can define some role or persona that you want for your local AI models to follow and add them in this system instructions. Then if we have any historical messages in the current conversation, we will provide them here. The API key will be Ollama and the base URL will be Ollama base URL. Then will be your vision model, which is Qwen 3 model. Again, we are going to give the vision model here. There will be no query because we are giving some visual data here. If we are giving any text messages, we are going to give this messages equal to messages. But if we are giving any image data, we are going to give that image as a URL here and the prompt as the text prompt here. Again, if we are giving any system instructions, then that will be given in the role system. The Ollama API and the base URL will be same. And if we don't have the vision model installed, it will automatically fall back to the chat based model, which is Gamma 4. Next is the third model, which we have for the embedding. So we will give the embedding dimensions that we have defined above. For the output tokens, we'll just limit it to 8000 so it uses as less memory as possible. And again, we are going to give the embed model that we have defined, the Ollama API key and Ollama base URL. Then we'll define the main flow of the scripts. First, we are going to get the document path from the user's arguments. Once he calls the file, you can also ask this as a user input or directly hardcode the final document path. If the user is not providing any document path, then we'll print the message that you should provide a path to document first. Then we'll call our RAGAnything tool. We need to define a working directory for it to save any temporary files. The parser would be MinerU, and we are going to enable all the image, table, and equation type of preprocessing. Then basis this configuration, we are going to call the RAGAnything tool. Our LLM model would be LLM model function. The vision model will be vision model function, and embedding would be embedding functions, all three that we have defined above. Then we'll print that we are parsing this document, and we will wait until the RAG is processing the complete document. The final output would be given given in this output folder. Now for demo purpose, I've kept this light rag paper itself, which defines the entire architecture of this rag-based tool. This paper is 16 page long and it has all kind of different images, mathematical formulas, tabular based results, and some complex layouts as well. So once this document is passed, I'm going to give this query that explains the dual level retrieval paradigm in light rag and its key advantages. So this is just a basic algorithm that the model is using for retrieving any context needed to answer the user query. Then this query will be passed to a rag object that we have defined here. We'll get the response and print the answer here. And we will also save the answer in this light rag result.md file in the same output folder. So in this light rag result.md file, we'll just write that this is a light rag analysis. This was the given query. Then we are inserting some new lines. This is the result. And finally, just a footer note that this is generated by light rag local engine using this Ollama chat model. So once the results are saved, you'll just say the demo is completed. And once the file is called, we'll just run the main function. Now we'll do the live demo for our document. First of all, ensure that all the three models are installed. You can just check this by writing Ollama list in the anti-gravity terminal. You will see all the models that are installed in your Ollama. So here I'm seeing Gemma 4 is installed, Nomic embed text is also installed, and the Qwen 3 VL model is also installed. Next, to run the script, we just need to pass this kind of query, which is python ollama rag.py. This is our Python file name, and we just need to define the document location, which is my light rag paper.pdf. So just press enter, and now our RAGAnything is initialized with the config that we have defined. The working directory is this rag storage, parser is this. In the multi-model processing, we are giving image, table, and equation all as true. Now it is processing our document. It has initialized the light rag tool. Now it is creating the vector embeddings with the embedding dimension as 768 that we have defined. For checking the different similarities between the vector embeddings, it uses a cosine similarity. You can also search on Google how this cosine similarity works. Basically, it just checks how close the two different vectors are. So if two different paragraphs have similar meanings, their vectors will be closer and their cosine similarity score will be high. So now it is getting the full document, the text chunks, entities, entity chunks, relation chunks, all as initialized here. It has loaded all the parsers for processing the image data, tabular data, equation data, and the generic text data. It has detected that the document is a PDF file, so it is using the parser for PDF. Now it is preparing the layout for our document. As our document has 16 pages, it has initialized all the 16 pages. Now it is running the minor u parser, and now the entire processing is completed, so we can directly check the output folder. So here first it has made a temporary folder for itself for saving its all local memory, and it has given the light rag result for my given query. So my query is pasted here. Then it has given the dual level retrieval paradigm. It has given the specifics for the low level retrieval, the high level retrieval, key advantages of this, then the performance comparison between naive rag, graph rag, and light rag. So the accuracy of light rag, it is saying, is superior. The speed is also fast. The relationship tracking is extremely high, and context awareness is also high. Finally, it's the footer note that this is generated by light rag local engine, and our chat model is Gemma 4 from Ollama. So the tool has completely indexed the documents, and it can now quickly give the answers for any user query that we give, and it has a complete multi-model understanding. So even if you give a query basis a complex diagram, it can answer it easily. So where can you use this kind of project? First is the academic research, so you can pass on different kind of academic papers that I have given right here and ask for comparisons between the graphs, formulae, and text across multiple documents. Then let's say if you are in engineering field, you can give your engineering PDF and get all the specifications from complex tables and circuit diagrams. Then for financial or stock market analysis, you can analyze the entire annual reports for a company. And for legal documents also, you can parse and index large contracts while preserving the relationships between the different sections of the document. You can also add some features on top of this project. For example, multi-document support. You can have a UI that can manage and search across large libraries of documents simultaneously. You can ask the user for any kind of data and let them search across every document. Then you can build a full web interface where users can upload their document, check the visual graph exploration that is done by the RAGAnything tool, and directly interact with the knowledge graph built from the index document. Then instead of only relying on minor u, you can use some different libraries like docling or some OCR based libraries which can do these OCR processing quickly and save you resources. Then you can also build a personal knowledge library. Just automatically convert the process multimodal documents into your own nodes, so you can directly search anything you want in future easily. And everything runs locally, so you save money on the API costs, keep your data private, and also finally get an AI that can read your graphs, tables, and images easily. I put the entire code and the README file having step-by-step instruction on how to build this project. Just check the GitHub link in the description and pin comments. Grab the code, build your own RAG tool today, and comment down below if you want me to solve some any local AI tasks that you want to build. Follow the channel for more such AI builds, updates, and workflows.